Hey there, it's Lynn, day 17 of my 22 Push-Up Challenge 2.0. I hope everyone's well this evening. I just wanted to say a few extra words about chronic pain before moving on to talking about depression in the final few videos of the series. What I really want to impart to people is that chronic pain is real, and chronic pain is a condition that does require medical attention. Depending on why you are experiencing your chronic pain post-combat, type of injury, experience that you've had, perhaps even pain related to difficulty dealing with the overall experience of combat. Being in a state of chronic pain is something that, as I said, requires some medical attention and assistance. You may or may not require a pain management specialist. You may or may not require a therapist of one or another sort to discuss your discomfort related to your experiences. But sorting that out on your own is way more difficult than it is when you've got the help of someone who's got a foundation of knowledge in terms of how to deal with pain that arises and pain that stays. And I think in the last few videos we've discussed a number of specifics related to pain, presentation, and management in the small and larger picture. I cannot stress enough that if you are dealing with chronic long-term pain, if you are able to work with your medical professional to create a plan that includes not just medical, as in medicine, pain management, but adjunct strategies, that will most likely help you become very successful in the longer term and be more functional in your day-to-day life. So that's a really important piece of the puzzle. In terms of pain management, and having a core team of people you may deal with, I would consider, of course, your family doctor. If you have a pain specialist, that person would also be on your list. Physiotherapist. Physiotherapy is something that I have found has some very fantastic treatments for pain management in terms of the short, moderate, and long term. So I think that they're a very worthy and necessary professional that people who are dealing with chronic pain may want to consider having on their core team in their lives. For some people, their core team may include a therapeutic social worker, a psychologist, possibly an occupational therapist, possibly a massage therapist, maybe a dietitian. There are a lot of adjunct therapies and sometimes helpful ways to tweak your lifestyle that can really help in the day-to-day management of pain in the long term. And this can only bolster the effects of the medicinal management or other therapeutic management that you may have to engage to deal with your pain. Remember that when your pain arises, it is appropriate for you to utilize the plan you've laid out to deal with your pain. We've talked about that in, I think it was in video 13 of this series. Give yourself time to assess how you're feeling, decide how you need to treat it, take the time to treat that pain, and organize yourself before you re-engage your tasks at hand. And that will be a necessary thing if you are dealing with your pain long term. That will help you day to day with your tasks. It will also really help with your relationships as well, and help you feel and be, I think, more stable emotionally and in terms of stress when your pain starts to rear its ugly head. So just a few tips that hopefully will help people in terms of being able to really deal functionally with pain in the long term, and to remind you that when pain arises that you haven't expected, whether it is similar to your chronic pain or not. You should have that pain assessed by someone who's got a proper medical background if that pain does not go away. Okay? So I think that's about all I have to say for now. One more thing. Realize as well with chronic pain, sometimes how that pain does present itself can change over time, or can over time include other symptoms, nausea, headaches, weakness, vomiting, this type of thing. Those things also are things you don't have to manage on your own, and if they occur with you, you should discuss them with your trusted professional that is helping you manage your pain. Okay, I think that's it for chronic pain for now for me. If I think of anything else, I will be sure to bring it up in conversation. I will be posting an article on my Facebook today. I couldn't find anything I really felt was helpful in the way I wanted it to be in terms of chronic pain, but I did find a really good article from Sports Medicine that talks about acute pain, and in particular acute abdominal pain related to strenuous exercise. Now, I know that combat is no sports game, it's no game, but certainly it is extremely physically strenuous for our veterans, and I think that it is valuable to be able to assess when you're in a situation that you perhaps didn't expect to be as physically stressful on your body. It is really helpful to know what to expect in terms of discomfort and body responses. So I will be posting that on my Facebook, and hopefully that will provide you guys with a little bit of helpful information in terms of just assessing your own pain. Okay? All right, so here we go with the push-ups. Let's see what happens tonight. Okay. Oh, that was a little rough tonight, but I do think I got all 22 push-ups in. And yeah, thank you so much, people, for listening. As I always say, being part of such an important conversation, all of the support, and particularly for protecting our protectors and loving our veterans. Let's keep this conversation going, and let's try and make life better for everybody, especially our combat vets who've returned home from deployment and are dealing with all kinds of things. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow for day 18. Ciao for now.